because we are going on to the next game. I said we were going right into Space Quest 2, and I meant it. Potential spoilers of other things I might play. Just some other Apple II games that I kind of grabbed. Space Quest 2. Grab the blank disc from there. So let's turn down the speed one. There we go. Should be able to just reboot the machine. So sequel does use the same game engine. But again, I think this one kind of spreads its arms out a little bit more than the first game does. The old days of loading from discs. Oh, really? Interesting, it's starting to put you on disc too. Chapter 2. Vohal's Revenge. Designed by Mark Crow and Scott Murphy. Yep, the two guys from Andromeda. Just a handful of people making all these old games. Apple version by Carlos Escobar. As you recall, in our last chapter, you had just foiled the Saurians' fiendish plot to rule the galaxy by using the Star Destroyer as their weapon of destruction. You became a hero by saving countless lives and returning the Star Generator technology into safe hands. Life was beautiful. But heroes come and go, and people soon forget. Your celebration herodom slowly fades, leaving you, once again, a janitor. The promotion to head janitor was no consolation, especially since you are the only member of the janitorial staff. Nor was the transfer to Orbital Station 4. Sweating like a pork beast in a pressurized suit while relocating space debris in zero gravity... sweating like a pork beast in a pressure suit while relocating space debris in zero gravity just wasn't your idea of a good time. Life sucks. Again. Gee, what a fucking downer game. Come on. Looks like they might have gotten a step up from the music on the other one. Yes, we will be Roger again. Maybe I need to put it on. Let's go back to the zip speed. Orbital Station 4 is one of many orbiting Xenon, your home planet. It is a transfer point for travelers seeking transportation to the various planets in the Aeronon system. As we begin this chapter of our story, we find you, Roger, ace janitor, doing what you do best. A beep emanates from your wristwatch. You release your grip on the broom. The broom floats away, never to be used again. It makes the third one this week. Wait till your boss finds out. Watch. Press C. Roger, get in here on the double. You got a mess to clean up in one of the shuttles that just returned. One of the passengers got space sick on the way down. Besides, you should have been done out there an hour ago. Get a move on. With that, the image disappears. Yeah. What about the other buttons? Press H. Your horoscope for today. Keep up the good work. Today could bring you that big promotion you think you deserve. Don't take any wooden buckazoids. Apparently it's 11:26 and negative 47 degrees Celsius. That's cold. So actually on the PC version, Roger would kind of randomly release it, and you could chase after the broom. On the Apple version, they just program it to be a set event. You're whisked away to the airlock chamber. Stand by for decontamination. Well, you know what we need to do. Pray to save, because this is a Sierra game. Sierra game. Start off as usual. Space Quest 1. Alright. Change clothes. Da-da-dun. Roger actually hasn't been in normal clothes for a while. Look at locker. The lockers are all closed. There's nothing too interesting about them. Apparently that's our locker. Look in locker. You bravely peer into the locker to find a Rubik's puzzle and your athletic supporter. A cube. Okay. Take athletic supporter. Okay. Okay. Oh, we got a dialect translator still. I guess Roger found that very useful. Hey, an order form, huh? Look at order form. This is an order form you removed from a magazine for a free Labian Terror Beast mating whistle. It's ready to be mailed. Roger, we were trying not to kink shame here, but you okay, buddy? You okay? All right, I feel like this is a little too silent here. Pause. That does not compute. Well, that's good enough. Let's see. What do we got that's... I was gonna say what's kind of spacey, but I don't know. Yeah, we're on base. I'm just gonna go to the rec room. Okay. Lots of birds in the pew sound effects. As I said, it seems like they've taken it up a little bit of a notch. It's about time you got in here, Roger. And for the shuttle bay on the double. I'm warning you, you're on your last leg around here, bud. One more screw up in your history. He then orders the transportation officer to send you directly to the shuttle bay, and nowhere else until the job has been completed. Yeah. Is the life of the janitor. Let's look at ship. The shuttlecraft is your standard 10-passenger short commute vehicle. It was primarily designed to ferry people and supplies between orbital stations, Xenon, and other orbiting spacecraft. Anything else? Eh. What's the bridge? No, that's that one. Guess we'll just go back to mid-games from Wing Commander 2. Actually, this is a pretty decent all-around track for space. You enter the shuttle and start sniffing around for the mess you must clean. You are surprised to find that the shuttle is not empty. There are two extremely ugly suckers walking towards you. Hey, what the... Your favorite expletive here. Pow! Thwack! Pink! Thud! Ooh, that was a... that was a noise. Whoa. Your protest is cut short as two interstellar ruffians... Oh. Time passes. More time passes. Strange dream turns into the realization that you are being shaken and talked to by a voice unfamiliar to you. A dull ache triggers a distant memory of a scuffle in which you were the focal point. Upon awakening from your forced rest, it becomes quite apparent that you aren't in Xenon anymore. You find that you are being held upright and under physical restraint from both sides by, you guess, the galactic goons you met on the shuttle. As you try to struggle free, you notice that your hands are tied behind your back. And let's slow it down a little bit since the auto prompting seems to be going a little bit faster. As your eyes dial into focus, you make out an oddly disfigured being seated before you. sagging mess of flesh that appears to have been human at one time. Tubes and wires extend from his body, leading to machines which keep him alive. Suddenly, his visage stirs, and he begins to speak. Well, well, did you have a nice nap? I thought we would have to resort to drastic measures to wake you. Oh, well. Welcome to my humble fortress, Roger. The name's Vohall, Sludge Vohall. I was the genius behind the star generator when it was still in the concept stages. It was to be my ultimate war weapon until some sissy-pants scientists decided it would be better used saving lives rather than destroying them. What a waste of technology. Excuse me if I sound bitter. Anyway, you ruined my Syrian operation. I was going to use the star generator to make Xenon pay for what they did to me. You are going to know my wrath in a big way. You somehow managed to change all that. Oh, they were going to know my wrath in a big way. Oh, I suppose I should have known better than to use those mental midget Syrians. That's not the point, however. You are responsible, and you shall pay. Besides, I have another plan, and you'll not be around to foil it. I have devised a plan so horrible, so frightening, so diabolical that no one will be able to stop me. Observe my latest creation. I intend to infest your planet with thousands of these genetically engineered door-to-door life insurance salesmen. I will at last reap sweet revenge from the scientific community that mocked me. My plan was to kill you, but I've had a change of heart. You get it? He peers down at the hoses protruding from his chest and connected to a life support system. Forgive me, I'm a kidder. I've decided I would get much more enjoyment watching you suffer. My associates will escort you to the surface of Labion, where you will perform many painful hours of manual labor in my mines. Be seeing you. Ah, fuck. Door-to-door life insurance salesmen? You are injected with something which renders you unconscious and carried away to a shuttle. When you awake, you look through the viewing port and see Vohall's massive asteroid fortress. After touching down on a giant landing platform, you are ushered to a hovercraft waiting to transport you to the mining site. Utter despair sets in.
Here is your rehydration solution.
Thanks, Phoenix. Taking a little drink here. Thank you. Maybe I should take some proper water too while I'm at it. Not just the caffeine. Oh yeah, always Star Wars references. Well, there's occasionally Star Trek too, but that's the noise it makes? I'm surprised it doesn't have a wubbing to it. So just... Uh-oh. Oh, great. I suppose we're out of fuel. Way to go, Gorf Breath. Hey, don't blame me. It was your turn to fill up. You're always forgetting to do it. Wait till the master finds out. You're in big trouble. Hey, don't talk to me that way, you slime bucket. I filled it last time. Dip. The argument... I filled it last time, Dip. The argument is between the two guards is cut short as gravity reasserts itself. Oh, we're dead. Game over. Oh, we're alive. That luck stat. Good thing that guard broke your fall. He doesn't look too happy about it, though. We'll save. So, I pointed out the dialect translator. Fun fact, if you turn that off, you don't get to understand that conversation. They get to ook and ak at each other in their native language. Disc. Yep. Also, I've got to put on something now. Well, considering we're in a jungle, I almost feel like Jill the Jungle is the only. Let's go through some Jill the Jungle music. Look at Guard. The Guard appears to be less thick than you remember him. Many of his formerly contained body fluids seem to be at large. You search the grotesque body and find a small, thin, magnetic card. It looks like a key card. You seem to recall seeing one somewhere in the past. Okay. I think we can put this up to fast now. Oh, the commands aren't there in this one. Are the, Interesting. Weird that the first game had them still baked in, but this one doesn't seem to have them. Look at transport. The hovercraft appears... the hovercraft has been reduced to a mound of twisted wreckage. Everything that was straight is bent. Everything that was bent is benter. There appears to be no salvageable parts in hovercraft. Everything inside is twisted and bent. You do notice a button with a flashing light next to it. It seems to be emitting a high-pitched beep. Press button. You press the button. The light goes dark, and you no longer notice the high-pitched beep. Well, considering we got a point for that, that seems to have been a good thing. Yeah, a second. Let me see if we can drag these over here since Jill the Jungle's music doesn't seem to loop automatically. Yeah, we stopped the beep. That was probably going to be something, yeah, this looks like a totally normal... Yeah, I mean, grass always has a random outline of squares, right? Ah, you fall to the bottom of a concealed pit. You might have survived the fall had you not come in contact with the several 30-centimeter long spikes planted vertically along the bottom of the pit. Way to go, Wingnut! Once again, you've demonstrated your inability to sustain life. You quickly glance around the room to see if anybody saw you blow it. Thank you for playing Space Quest 2, Roger. You've been swell to watch. Have a nice day. Yeah, an actual proper game over music is in this one now. Progress. Try not to go too crazy on the death scenes, but like try to point out some of the more fun ones. Dun, 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 dun. Holy jeez, boy. That mushroom thing sucked you clean up. You can't move a muscle nor see a speck of light. You begin feeling waves of tingling, warmth, and moisture. Suddenly, it's not so bad in here. Wow. Check out the colors, dude. Your body and mind enjoy the short-lived buzz that is a side effect of the lethal poison you are now marinating in. You are oblivious to the end. Not a bad way to go, actually. But it sure is early in the game. I had high hopes for you. They said, who? Roger? Not a chance. That chump? He'll fold in 20 minutes. I said, no way. He's not that lame. So anyway, don't make me look stupid too. It has been a pleasure watching you play Space Quest 2. Yep, I think I missed that. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, the mushroom was so pleased. Hey, kind of nice meal, you know? Alright, let's get on with this earnestly now. As I said, this one starts to kind of like, they kind of get themselves going, you know, with the door-to-door salesman, revenge plan, mushroom death here, you know. The foliage here is too dense for you to pass through. About the pathway was over there. This is the fastest, yeah, 8. Guess we keep going to the right. No. Yeah. 2 done, sorry there. I don't think it's here. Yeah, 2 dense. Didn't complain it was 2 dense over up at the left side there, so I must have been on the right path. Oh, now it says it's 2 dense. Hey, Sims, welcome in. We have started up Space Quest 2. Footage 2, where the heck is it then? Anything down, that's for dang sure. Alright, where is it? Again, those commands don't work, right? Yep. Sure. Yeah, too dense. I don't think there was another path, unless I am thinking of the wrong screen. Maybe we do go up on the other one. Maybe it's over here. Ah, there we go. Suddenly, somewhere to the east, you hear a twang, followed by a high-pitched shriek. To the east, you say? Foliage is too dense here. I don't know. We gotta go find it. We heard it from the east, so we gotta be able to go east, right? Maybe over here. Yeah. You are in another area of the forest. The growth here seems to be getting heavier here. Look at man. The little creature caught in the snare has thick-looking pinkish skin. He looks to be less than a meter tall. He doesn't seem to be too thrilled with his predicament. Well, he seems friendly enough, right? Talk to man. He doesn't respond. Well, we're heroes, right? Up, man, down. Up, man. Free man. Before disappearing through a tiny hole in the brush, the little creature gives you a long glance. I mean, considering the mushrooms want to kill you in this world, we're probably the first creatures that didn't want to kill him and eat him. Pays to be a good guy. Let's go ahead and save. Those 3. Look eyes. You must be seeing things, techie. There's no eye staring at us. Okay. Look at tree. The trees around the perimeter of the area have a shiny, slick look. The other two in the middle have a duller kind of sheen. Well, you know, in these kind of situations, it always helps to kind of get an idea of where you're at, right? Climb. Oop. Sounds like a hovercraft, not like the one we came in here. Ah, drat. Drat. Full Hall's troops have tracked you down and passed sentence for your escape. Tough luck, huh? Yeah, that's the same death message. Well, I'm a wolf, but Roger's not a wolf. Roger wouldn't eat him. If anyone was wondering why I was trying to position myself behind that tree, let's just say I was getting in preparation for that. Yeah, hide in the tree here. We're just gonna wait here a second. You hear something. That sounds not unlike the hovercraft you rode in on. Whew, that was a tense moment. Valhall's thug failed to spot you and is off to search elsewhere. Yep, because my little corner of my hair was still visible. That's why I got shot. Alright, now we're good to continue onwards here. It's all the way up there. Oh, look at these little pots. You seem to have kicked one of these strange little spores. Your kick caused some spores to open and spray a fine powder into the air. As a result, you are paralyzed head to toe, unable to move a single muscle. Fortunately, the paralysis wears off and you seem to be back to normal. So in the original, you're just in silence. You didn't even think you might be dead. All right, take pod. You take possession of one of the spores, being careful not to mistakenly break it open. So that's kind of nice that in this version they kind of gave you the, oh, you're sleeping music. I appreciate that. All right. Hang on a second. I think that's just in the Apple version. I can find out in just a second here. So one thing I do have is, yeah, that's not in the PC Junior, so that wouldn't have the 3 voice music. So I think that was just added for the Apple II version. Neat. Again, all part of the stuff that I wanted to experience. Yeah, I'm kind of rolling through these Space Quest names real fast. That's okay. Well, as I was saying earlier, before, we were rudely awake, hovercraft came around, it's always good to kind of get an idea of where you're at, right? So let's go ahead and climb the tree. Well, this is uncool. It looks like you've adhered yourself to this tree, and like a fly-to-fly paper, Oh, like a fly to flypaper. And speaking of insects, here comes a swarm now. You'll be proud to know that you have filled today's nutritional requirements for many of the local carnivorous insects. Adventuring is not always pretty. Thanks for playing. You've been very entertaining. I mean, it's neat all of our bones stuck in place, too. So, pro tip, don't climb trees. That's not Roger's style. Alright, well, there's a little interesting thing that was on the upper path on the other screen, so let's see if we can go over to it. Let's see, what is this? Look at object. No, look. This is another clearing in the otherwise heavily wooded area of the forest. There is a plateau near the back. Yeah, I know. Look at box. The mailbox looks typical for a mailbox. There is a slot, a tray, and a sign. Alright, let's read the sign. The sign says, Radical Express, when it totally, no doubt, for sure, has to be there a while previously. When it totally, no doubt for sure, has to be there a while previously. Okay, I did not misread that. Well, we do have that order form, so let's mail an order form. You drop the order form into the box. The mailbox hums and buzzes for a while. Then an object of some sort drops into the tray at the base of the box. The machine goes silent. Take object. Okay. Well, considering it was a mail order form for a Labion Terror Beast mating whistle, look at whistle. The whistle is usual looking. Blow whistle? You don't need to do that now. Hint, hint. So I guess from the description of the box, it predicted that the Labion Terror whistle would need to be there for our order form right here, even though we didn't know we were going to be here. Well, you just do dents, yeah. You're definitely missing something. Question is, how do we get there? Really wish we could go faster, because this is more like the normal speed on PC. And again, this is... One megahertz, sorry. 2.8. Actually, that seems to be about the same speed as the 8. And maybe the 8's a little tiny bit faster. No, they seem to have kind of fixed the speed. Obviously, if it's not fast enough to handle it in general, then it's going to go slower, but looks like they fixed that kind of too fast nature of the other one. Okay, there does look like to be kind of a clearing up there. Okay. So I guess we'll leave it at the 2.4 then, to make sure everything else goes in line with everything. No text boxes go too fast or anything. Hey, look at the man. You can see a little guy across the clearing picking some sort of berries from a bush. Well, he seems to know what he's doing to survive otherwise. We already breathed in the pod. We don't need to eat the pod. I mean, I always saw what that says when we breathe it in. I mean, well, let's just go right across, right? Good. You've succeeded in establishing contact with one of this plant's life forms, and it looks like you'll get to examine it up close and personal. The giant root-looking thing is giving you a guided tour of its digestive system. What you experience next is too horrible to describe. Let's just say that you die as a result. You are dead. Trust me. It may please you to know that during the night, you didn't digest well. For a while, gastric distress made it extremely unpopular with the other root monsters. Another senseless tragedy. You can help prevent this. Vote yes on lobotomies for adventure game designers. Thank you for playing Space Quest 2, Roger. You've been most entertaining. Yes, we have got to make it through this maze. And back. This is why the death scene says lobotomies for adventure game designers, because, oh boy. Yeah. Insta-death maze. Don't you love it? I'm going to save there, because that's not bad progress. Considering how long it takes to switch and save, it actually may be worthwhile to do a safety save. I do not guarantee I'm going to get through this without getting caught again. No. And see how sensitive it can be. Luckily, we can slow it down with declocking the CPU. Okay. Right, this far at least. Save, yep. Like I said, we gotta go back this way, too. I wonder how the speedrun handles this, if there is one. Yeah, Roger will duck there, but he won't climb over the roots elsewhere. Take berries. You snag some of the odoriferous red berries. Odoriferous? Berries. The strange red berries pack a very pungent aroma. And no, we can't take the little jungle man's route after he grabbed the berries. Let's see, desk. We'll save first, and I'll try that techie. And I'll try yours too, Sims. To see if since we're looking for food sources here. Eat spore pod. Say what? Eat pod? That isn't necessary in this game. You get them near your mouth and notice the pungent scent. Wisely, you change your mind. That makes you lose your appetite, huh? Okay, go across. Save here. Yeah. Said here that again. Yeah, but at least the bramble maze had a way around it. With the sugar cube, but this, you don't have a method. You have to follow it. Let's see. That would have been King's Quest 2. So I'm wondering if this maze might have been a requested, aka forced portion for from Ken Williams. I wonder. It's like, look, a maze is too good for you guys. It's like, well, no, but they put a maze in. People love mazes. Do they? Yes, they do. They love no perspective. No, you can't jump over the freaking thing. Oh. This is where diagonals would help. I don't have diagonals. Save here. Nah. Now look at that. It's not even touching, right? Rasa frackin' Ooh, and we got points for getting out that maze. Yay.
Yes!
Alright, now we can continue along our way. I do wish we had the faster, but I can guarantee you that the Oz we're not in we're not in the DOS original, that's for sure. I don't think you can really call them DOS originals. PC speaker did not have those sound effects, that's for sure. Dun, dun. Listen, actually, now I'm thinking too late. I don't have, because I turned off the beeper. I don't think they keep showing up. Let's try techie. Oh, look at man. You see a small, fleshy being. He appears to be rubbing something on his body. We saw him take the berries. And now he's going up that way. Nah, we don't need to mimic everything he's doing, right? Nah. Yeah, the water looks fine. Why would we rub berries on ourselves? Psh, that's just weird. Yuck. Oh, God, I forgot slower in here. I really wish I had the speed up. Well, actually, we'll find out if this goes any faster. Nope. I think they... you must be seeing things. You feel something slimy clamp down on your leg and pull you beneath the surface. You struggle in vain to free yourself. Unfortunately, your desire to breathe results in the intake of a large quantity of swamp water. If the lack of oxygen hadn't killed you, the taste of the putrid water would have. You're dead. Better luck next time, Roger. That's why we don't just swim. Again, the extra sound cues. I like that. I like that addition. Yeah, the first one felt like kind of a drab, like neat little extras, but like it seems like they're really pulling out the stops with this one. Well, as much as you can with the technology. Well, I mean, if it's a creature in the water and it's only hip deep for us, then I don't think a raft is going to do it. Maybe we should pay attention what that little guy did and Rub berries on body. You rub the berries all over your body. You now smell like a walking ammonia inhalant. Yuck. You feel something slimy clamp down your leg and almost as suddenly spit you back out. You distinctly hear the sounds of aquatic gagging and retching. Evidently, you had a bad aftertaste from the berries. Ta-da! Ugh. You have stepped into a deeper area of the swamp. You are forced to swim. You've gotten out of the deep spot and are back on your soggy feet. That's the cue. Okay. So I was thinking about this. So, like, that hole is there. How would you find it? Well, if you were paying attention to the little weird dude, he went up that higher portion of this river, not the lower portion. That's your hint that there's something up on that path if you follow in his footsteps. I like that. You know, there's a lot of logic in Space Quest. I was trying to figure out, I'm like, okay, what's the logic that would tell you? And that is your cue. All right, hold breath. You take a deep breath, filling your lungs to near bursting, and head for the depths below. Here, I'll give him a little diagonal action. Oh, Roger, go ahead. Your lung capacity is not that good. And if you do not hold your breath, you will not make it. How would you know? Well, if you're a aficionado of Sierra Adventure games, you know that's a commonplace to have to hold your breath before going diving. Fancy. Okay, I'm really liking what they did with Space Quest 2. Look at gem. Oh, look at glow. Sorry. That seems to be coming from that gem. Take gem. You take the glowing gem. The glowing gem provides a gentle illumination. Do we have to hold breath again, probably? Once again, you wisely take in a load of air and head below. You've gotten out of the deep spot and are back on your soggy feet. Hey. Yeah. No kidding. Do not try that kind of stuff at home, because that is not a good way to go. Because you're just like, oh, you're gonna get your head caught on something. It's like, no, you get your foot or body part caught on something. It's not about hitting yourself on like a low ceiling or whatever. It's about getting caught, running out of oxygen, having to suffocate to death low below in a sea cave. It's not a good way to go. A lot of times when you're going down to those kind of cave divings, those caves are so dark and deep that, yeah, pictures have already been drawn. Don't think I need to say more. Got some. The fissure appears to be very deep with sheer sides. You can make out no detail as it darkens toward the bottom. This thing's kind of pointed up, ain't it? Look at tree. This tree is dead. The bark must have fallen off years ago. It bears no foliage. I mean, it looks like it's positioned just perfectly, right? So, push tree. Push, oh, right. After I just said, don't climb trees. This tree is dead and seems to be free of the slick secretions some of the others generate. You begin to shimmy. I thought that's shimmy. Shimmy your way up to the snag. Oof! Holy log jams, Batman! You almost ate the big one. Yeah, that could have been dangerous. Don't climb trees. Except we had to. I guess that's supposed to be your hints. Like, the other ones are all slick and stuff like that. This one isn't, so it's safe to climb. Yikes! You have been snared. Suspended above the ground, you are unable to move freely. Little guy, return the favor? No? After a while, the cerebral fireworks begin. Capillaries begin to burst under the strain. You pass out. Once again, time passes. And then some more time passes. While unconscious, you have the strangest of dreams. You imagine that your name is Larry. You are wearing something known as a leisure suit, apparently made of 100% synthetic materials and proven to generate large amounts of static electricity. While prowling a locale known as the Land of the Lounge Lizards, you spend your time badgering women of the area to participate in bizarre mating rituals such as... Just then, consciousness begins to creep in. Yeah, I mean, it's such a weird dream. I mean, imagine if there was something like Larry, you know, that'd be quite a laugh. Yeah. Certainly nothing like that exists, right? Nah. Your head begins to clear, and you realize that you have been imprisoned. Your captor appears to be that large oaf sitting near the fire. Look. You are in a well-hidden clearing. It is surrounded on three sides by large, smooth... Excuse me. It is surrounded on three sides by large, smooth rock formations, with brush to the north. A cage is below one of the formations. You are currently in it. Just for the joke of playing the music. I'm like, crap, now I gotta put on Joe the Jungle music again. Where are you, Joe the Jungle? Just throw them on there. Yes, and for those who don't know, that is into Leisure Suit Larry, one of the other tentpole Sierra Adventure games of the time. And the games that totally didn't age poorly with chauvinistic male yeah. Games that I grew up on, but I will not be playing on stream. In the center, a campfire burns. One has to wonder about the purpose of a fire during a warm day such as this. A rope sits on one of the boulders. A large beast is nearby. You know what they say, save early, save often. Throw pod. What? Pod? What? Oh, spore, sorry. Yeah, that took care of him. Right now we're safe. Oh. Upon impact with the ground, the spore opens and spews its dust in the air. The hunter falls to the ground paralyzed. Yeah, he's still a little bit far, ain't he? Door? Door is locked. Reach guard. That's not to be accomplished from here. You have caused the guard to be paralyzed. I don't think he's pleased with you. The hunter has decided it's a perfect day for a barbecue. As he slowly turns you over the fire, you begin to turn a beautiful golden brown. Death follows at an agonizingly long distance. Roger, welcome on stick, anybody? So you are on a soft timer here. I sped up the process by pissing it off. But you might also guess what the solution is now. Talk to guard. The hunter seems to ignore you. Hello? No. Talk to the hunter. The hunter stands and takes a long look in your direction. His face, though strange in its own right, bears an expression one might see on a freak show patron. He moves closer. Throw spore. On impact with the ground, the spore opens and spews its dust into the air. The hunter falls to the ground paralyzed. Search hunter. You search the large, not to mention uncleansed body of the hunter. You find a key which might unlock the cage. Other than that, you find only a few assorted parasites clinging to him. Take a key. You reach through the bars and take possession of the key. Unlock a cage. You slip the key into the lock and give it a turn. The lock snaps open. Open door. You open the cage door. Take the rope. You grab the rope. Because it's an adventure game, you always need rope. Run! You are at the edge of a forest. The boundary is a sheer cliff at the east side of the area. In the distance, you see a landing platform, possibly the one which welcomed you to the strange, lush world. The shuttle in the distance looks like it would be a nice thing to have right now. Round 7? Yep, round 7. Let's see. I mean, let's just go ahead and take a closer look at the... Rats! Valhall's troops have tracked you down and passed sentence for your escape. Tough luck, huh? Gee, you wonder why I save so much? I knew that would happen if you go close. So that's your hint, like, okay, you can't do anything with the cliffside. So you're like, you got a rope. Maybe you can climb. Nope. Nope. Down the lookout. We can't go that way. Yeah, stay in the jungle, not get out in the open. Well, if we have to make our way down... There's one place we saw, and we've got a handy-dandy rope now. Charlie Bronson always needs a rope. What are you going to need a rope for? We never know what you're going to need it for. He just always does. Going from Boondock Saints there. That log. The log is firmly seated between the sides of the fissure. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Look at stump. The rotted stump is only a reminder of the healthy tree that once stood here. Well, I mean, that thing is probably hollow, so maybe the thing that's attached to the ground. Tie a rope to stump. Climb rope. You head over the edge and down the rope. Hello. Oh no! It looks like that stump wasn't a good thing to tie to. Oh no. No, I wasn't a wingnut. I was saying, like, wait, when did I save? Climb log. Tie rope to log. Climb down rope. Couldn't remember where the edge was. Apparently he doesn't need his feet. You've reached the end of the rope. This has a negative effect on your resistance to the urging of gravity. Ah, gravity. Such a cruel mistress. Climb log. And that is why I saved anyway. Die rope to log. Climb down rope. He's a hearty-sized fellow. You would guess him to be quite an energy guzzler. His stare suggests serious caloric lust. He hungry. Swing rope. Saving all this? Okay. We can save some of that swinging time. Look, he's trying to give us a hand. Look. They're just trying to help us. Give us a push, buddy. He who hesitates is lost. You gave that guy one chance too many, and he seized the opportunity, not to mention you. You are consumed in 2 quick bites. Yeah, so that is your hint that it is time to time the release. No. Due to the unyielding nature of solid ground, especially when struck from 50 meters, you now bear the dimensions of a manhole cover. Yeah, I am not great on timing this. Sorry. My brain is pausing the wrong thing. I apologize for that. Not exactly a great physics demonstration there, I think. Say bye. I don't understand bye. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna save after that though. Because, yeah, you wouldn't think it's just like, especially when it almost came to a complete end on the swing. Yeah, that's just how some of the adventure game limitations were. This is very dark. Look. Being as dark as it is in here, there isn't much to see. You do see light coming from the east. Well, that's not helpful. We just came from the east. Ah, it's a dark. Oh, look. See, we can see our eyes. We'll be fine. See? Roger's fine. There we go. You hear the sound of many small, scratchy footsteps moving towards you. Ow. Ganache. Growl. Crunch. Snap. You have just been felled by a killer cave beaver. You now know the meaning of excruciating when used in reference to level of pain. You called it, Techie. The terrible cave beaver. Bye, cave. The other beast. How do you even get over there? Well, we got that glowing gem, so hold gem. You take out the gem and hold it in your palm. The room is illuminated by its glow. You hear a small shriek and the sound of many footsteps moving away from you. So yes, there is Zork movements in play. And no, you cannot climb your way back up the rope. So, good luck if you didn't get this gem. The animation pauses when you're facing. Except when you step. Hi, Roger. I don't know if that's it. Whoa! The ground below your feet disappears. You tumble down through the darkness. I was going to say, I don't know if that works that way in the original. That was a rather spectacular entrance. All systems seem to be intact, though. The dwellers mumble something. Oh, dang it, hitting the wrong thing. Oh. Yeah. This is now the PC Junior version. Huh. The translator responds with, "Follow us, Beanpole." They hurry away. But before you do, take gem. Nice little musical sting. Now, I'm assuming what I've got of the PC Junior files, that's the same thing that the Tandy would have had, the 3 voice. I could be making an assumption, a wrong assumption. Welcome to our canyon. You look to be from out of town. On behalf of all of us, I would like to thank you for saving our compadre from the hunters. You're welcome to stay in the canyon as long as you like. When you are ready to leave, simply say the word and my assistants will show you the only way out for a being of your size. When you leave, however, we must seal the exit behind you for our own protection. Goodbye and good luck. See, it pays to be a good guy. Oh, I mean, nice place. We got our gym already. I think this is where it was. I don't know. I know I'll end up repeating it. So yeah, we just have to say the word. Literally the word. All right, disc. Are we on 9? No, we're on 9 yet. No, No, don't adjust your monitor. We have taken control. There is no light source in the vicinity. You couldn't see guano if it was pasted to your proboscis. Might be saying that wrong. Old gem. You can't maneuver with the gem in your hand. Well, if you can't put it in your hand, put gem in mouth. Ah, better. Not a great deal better, but better. Welcome to the maze. That caught me off guard. Suddenly, an inhuman guttural moan echoes through the narrow caves. You're not sure which direction it came from. The only thing you do know for sure is that you've just soiled your undergarment. So yes, there's something else in here with us. To my knowledge, it's less about a timer and more about going the wrong direction. Nope, can't go any higher than that. Such wonderful music they have on this. That's a little loopy-loop around. I think that was a bonk. I think this is deaf. Oh, maybe not yet. Nope. There's no more way to go that way. Ah. This is a dead end stuff. Called it. Oh my, now you know why they wanted to close the hole behind you. You become the unwilling victim of the dreaded cave squid. Tough luck. Yeah, that's pretty much your indicator. If you get to a dead end after making a little decision like that, it's probably death. I do kind of recall that. What gem? Gem ammo. I know why I was trying to avoid going left so much. Now for a cave squid, it does make a strange song. Strange sound. So how's everybody else doing? So I think this is the path that doesn't let us go any further. Yeah. Planet Crafter. Is that the name of a game or a name of a mode in a game? Save here. As I said, it's not so much about running out of time. It's usually just a path. We'll go back to the space quest. Well, it's 10 since we're at 9. Planet Crafter. I mean, I'm going to assume partially what it is, but... Just curious what the whole gameplay loop is. Ah, there we go. You have an opportunity to stand and spare your tender knees. The crystal clear water gives off a gentle glow. In abundance is able to light the room. You take the glowing gem from between your aching jaws. You notice it is overly moist as you slip it into your pocket. Actually, I wonder if you can. Drink water. While it looks refreshing in a way, you're slightly reluctant to drink some water that glows. Maybe some other time. Fair point. It's glowing water, you know. Laws of space and all that, you know. Space adventuring. I was saying, I don't remember. Well, I was just about to say, I don't remember Roger ever really needing to drink water. But then we just played the first one where we needed water because of Corona's hot desert-like plant. Roger, come on. There you go, Roger. Look at cave. You're swimming in the swiftly moving water of this underground river. The river forks near the back of the cave. Look at path. Alright, everybody. Left path, right path. Whoever speaks first. Taking it back to left. Alright. Committing to the left. Ah! Splat. After caroming off of a pair of rock outcroppings, you find a final resting place at the base of the falls. Sorry, Techie. That bet is lost. Well, you're really not, like, I mean, obviously you look at it, you're like, okay, that looks like awful waterfall, death. You do have a chance to turn around and change your mind. You're not, like, locked into it. Until you get to a certain point that just kind of pulls you towards the actual first fall of that waterfall. As you enter another of the mysterious subterranean chambers, you realize that the water is now racing toward a giant whirlpool in the middle of the area. You are caught in the strong current, powerless to alter your course. Your body is sucked down until, finally, you are unable to resist no more and must yield to the overwhelming force. Trying to put another word in there. Blech. Jeez, that was quite a trip. Peering around, you find yourself back in the open again. Alright, we made another pass in our obstacle. Look. You're in a little clearing, which is surrounded by large boulders and impenetrable brush. There is water in which you entered at the bottom left. You can just see a landing you can just see a landing platform in the distance. Man, yeah, we're kind of stuck here. Yeah. Let's check out our new toy. You know, we couldn't wet our whistle with the water, so let's just blow our whistle. Ah, you failed. Apple II, you failed this one time. Yeah, it's just a regular bird tweet, because this whistle does have a special little tweet. You give the whistle a toot. It makes an odd sound. You hear an incredible whirring and grinding sound coming from the north. Suddenly, a Labion terror beast busts into the room like a tornado, and he looks as he could do as much damage as one. No, he's friendly, right? Well, ain't that a hoot? That guy reduced you to a multicolored mound of coleslaw-like matter. Better than a Murphco Slice-O-Matic. You are dead, however. So, yes, there's two ways to deal with this. Although, if you had failed to mail your order form in to get this whistle, you would be soft-locked here. Ain't that a stinker? Space Quest is a little better about soft locks, or at least the sequel is, but yeah, blow a whistle. Oop, no T. Blow whistle. Now you can just run back into the water. Throw cube. You chuck the Cubix Rube puzzle over to the beast. Ooh. The beast appears interested in your offering. Curiosity gets the better of him as he reaches down for it. seems quite perplexed by the puzzling plastic polyhedron. I just need a toy. Look at Beast. Boy, he certainly seems interested in that puzzle. Take rock. You pick up a small rock generated during the Terror Beast's grand entrance. Yeah, just keep playing with that. And that is your better point value. Okay, we're going to save there. But yeah. Terror Beast. Usually, like, where is it? Don't tell me he got rid of it. Oh, he got rid of it. Son of Eld. Man. I was about to be like, oh, I'm going to showcase, the Terror Beast emote that Son of Eld has. Like, it's great. And I'm like, oh, it's not here anymore. Guess he got rid of it. Or maybe he put it in a higher tier. Oh, well. Well, he's not going to use it. If I ever get emotes. I don't know. I was going to be like, yeah, Son of Eld had a nice little emote of the Terror Beast, but no. All right. This situation, you do have two options. You can try to be stealthy. Sneaky, sneaky. I think he's got to be going the other way for me to get closer. Maybe just hiding behind that pillar. Put rock in supporter. Wait. Maybe it's sling rock with supporter. You send the rock flying into the bushes. You hear it land. Oops. Yeah. Dang, allowing the guard to observe you was not very swift. He has disassembled you, probably adding a little excitement to his otherwise dull day. So yeah, you have to choose your words kind of carefully, because you can just end up throwing the rock, and yeah, that won't work either. So you can David and Goliath this with the athletic supporter, the jockstrap. Oop, our music stopped. Alternatively, if you did not have the athletic supporter, you can try to make a run for it. If you're stealthy enough. Let's see if that command works. Because he disappears off to the side. Though that one, a little bit quick. I think he's going to be stopped. Because if you get underneath the platform, then obviously you can't see you anymore. Well, then press a frickin'. Thought you had to specify the guard. Yeah, see, throw it in the bushes. Wrong. I guess we're doing it the stealthy way. Because you can hit the guard with the rock. I guess we're doing it this way. As soon as the elevator door closes behind you, the platform on which you rest begins to rise. Yeah. Also, if you do throw it in too close or in the wrong direction, the guard will just blind fire at you. So yeah, it's very important to choose your words carefully, or if you're going to go the throw rock method, to do it the supporter. Get in shuttle. Rear left. Okay. Oh. Actually, yeah, hang on. Erg. After surviving to this point, you are still prone to acts of typical of the mentally absent. Yeah, the game's getting tired of your shit. I thought that was a special message there. Alright, get in shuttle. Are we close enough now? Rear left. I think this is two of our rear left. Get in shuttle. It ain't all the way back here. I know it's off to the side. Am I just too close? I know I ain't the right here. Pixel hunting. You thought it was just a point and click thing. Nope. Okay, come on, where is it? Open shuttle. Let's see. Maybe that's just a shadow. Where are you? Because that's a front. Unless they really do mean left as in its left side. Port, not starboard. I could have sworn it was off to the left, though. But this should be the front. Hey, come on, game. It was a little bit ago. Wait, did it say something different there? No, it's the same. Oh, yeah, my goodness gracious. I'm gonna have to look up. Hang on, please, dear. Please hold on. I'll try, but... Yeah, it just keeps on. It's very specific on where it wants me to be. Hang on, Space Quest. Long play. I'll find out where it's supposed to be. Okay, that does not look like the left. That looks like direct middle. What? I'm in the middle. That's not rear left. Come on, King. Because I remember, like, the shuttle from the space station was right in the back middle. But it was saying rear left. I'm like, oh, maybe I was wrong. No. Nope. Alright, we're in. Look at controls. Everything looks automatic. The panel is loaded with clusters of system status indicators. There is a power button, an attitude dial, and a scent thruster button. Press power. Yeah, it's... There's just gonna be a running gag with the thrust now on this channel. The pull stick? No. The attitude dials thrust. The attitude dial sets throttle control to either VAC, vertical attitude control, or hack, horizontal attitude control. Currently, it is set to hack. Oh, set to VAC. Let's don't set attitude. Dude, back. That was very Star Trekky. The attitude dial is now set to VAC. Full stick. Push stick. Am I forgetting one? Oh. Thruster. Power, anti-dial, and ascent thruster button. Oh, push thruster. Push ascent button. The shuttle begins to vibrate as the ascent thrusters ignite. Full stake now. There we go. You're off the planet. Good work, Roger. A tone sounds. A soft, synthesized voice notes that adequate altitude has been achieved. Ascent thrusters are now ineffective. The monitor draws your attention again. Minimum altitude achieved. Alright. Hey, look at that space. Set altitude to hack. Push stick. Now we're moving. Look at that space star debris moving. The screens are suddenly splashed with the incredibly horrible image of Sludge Vohal. Hello, Roger. I've been waiting for you. Once again, my subordinates have failed me. Anyway, it looks like you'll be visiting me again soon. Don't bother trying to pilot the vehicle. I have taken control. You will be arriving at my command post shortly. I anxiously await your arrival. He closes with a chilling laugh. His image is frozen on the screens. The ship changes course as if it had a life of its own. All you can do is hang on. We are... Well, I should have known it wouldn't have been that easy. It never's that easy. You feel the ship bank. Yeah, how much money is in it? That's a joke, son. That's a joke. Nope, looks like there's the asteroid. Through the window, you see your apparent destination, Vohal's asteroid. Oh, I thought I had... Oh, insert program disc 1. I had almost forgotten we were on disc 2. There we go. Let's see, which one was it? The massive bay doors meet, jarring the entire vehicle bay. As you step down, the shuttle door slams shut behind you. You are quite surprised not to find several Volhal's guards waiting to greet you. You begin to ponder what the twisted scientist may have in store for you. Well, save early, save often. Kind of getting into the last zone here. We are finishing this tonight. That's not an if or what. We are definitely finishing this tonight. Look panel. The panel has a vertical row of 4 buttons. There is small engraving at the bottom edge of the panel. Engraving. The engraving reads, Bobco Lift Division, a subsidiary of Bobco Inc., universally famous makers of Nad's hamster tape. If you're bold, we've got the hold. Look buttons. The buttons look ordinary. Each button has a word next to it. In order, they are 1, 3, 4, and 5. Well, let's start with button 1. Push 1. Aren't you glad no one saw that? The digital readout shows the number 1. The trick here is to push the number of the floor other than this one. Otherwise, it's no fun. So that's kind of hinting there. It's like, okay, it's skip 2. There's a staircase that goes down to 2. Now, we can't go that way yet. I'm going to save ourselves some time. Because we will be there eventually. But yes, so push 3. Why did it flash? You have the funny feeling you're being watched. Oh, you too? It's all pretty ordinary. All you can see are billions and billions of stars. Push button. Aha! You know a janitorial closet when you smell one. Almost at once you sense an emptiness, a melancholy longing. You begin to feel homesick. Look in closet. It's quite dark in here. You do find a plunger, however. Alright, let's take the plunger. Take the plunge. I mean, how long has it been since Roger's gone to the bathroom? Yeah, he lets one out. That might be a hell of a brick he's got to plunge. I think that's it for this. I think this is needless saving. And it kind of is, except for the very fact that, I can't speed up his movement speed in this version. And also, yeah. There is something that can kill us wandering the halls. Slight spoiler alert. Yeah, nothing happens in hallways. Alright. Push 4. You understand 4. What do you mean you don't understand 4? It's very simple.
4.
There's anything else I can... A little spacey. Nope. Push. Button. Yeah, nothing in the hallways. It's quite dark in here. On the floor, you notice a glass cutter. All right. I mean, if we know anything, you know, machines that make high-pitched noises are usually not good for us. I mean, I'm sure it's fine. You know, these are old games. It's obviously not going to track its positioning, right? Nah, we're good. There's so much quicker to go this way to get to the elevator. Okay, call me out, game. I was like, I'll follow it. The game. I thought it did track where it went. Okay. All right, game. You win this one. It's the lucky Syrian hallways all over again. So I do forget what else is on this floor. Ah, the bathrooms. Let's get to the men's room. Oh no. It looks like you have been formally introduced to the floor waxer. You now consist of a very thin, yet glossy floor covering. Too bad. You seem to be making relatively good progress. Is this the ultimate revenge? That we just permanently part of the floor now? Every time Volhall's gotta go to the bathroom. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, you do have to push the button. So I'm screwed either way. I was like, I'll just let it run me over for the message. Oh, looky there. Both doors lead to the same place. Man, look at these bathrooms. Just don't smell the bathroom. You know, because, I mean, who knows what beings are in here.
It smells just as good as it looks.
I was ahead of you on that one, Techie. Open door. Sit. Have some decency, man. Close the door. Okay. You slide your uniform pants down and settle onto the cool ring. Oh, good. Nobody has used it recently. You go through whatever motions might be normal for you during this act. Refreshed, you grab your pants and compose yourself. Look at wall. The grimy wall has writing on it. Alright, read writing. The writing etched on the wall is in various languages. One large message reads, "You're right, KD." Is that RD? Maybe it's RD. I'm going to tell because I think it's supposed to be an R. Because I think K would come out a little bit further out. You're right, RD. Sierra is an alien outpost. And it certainly puts to rest some myths regarding superior life forms. I think there's multiple. The writing etched on the wall is in various languages. One large message reads, "Beware, the tadpole master lurks." The writing etched on the wall is in various languages. One large message reads, "The hall sucks." Let's see. One large message reads, "Ken was here. So was Al, but we've had to repaint afterwards." For those who don't know, that's a reference to Al Lowe, creator of Leisure Larry, and worked on many of the other games. One more writing. Let's see. Well, that's just rude. We don't judge. No, we don't judge game. Although I find that funny considering what game series we're playing. Alright, one more. Res, no, read. Right. Same one, alright. The sound comes from one of the occupied stalls, you think. Suddenly, one of your senses downloads an extremely negative air quality report. For some reason, the name John springs to mind. Alright, look, install. Look around. There we go. The inside of the stall is a sight to behold. There is writing of various languages etched on the walls. The floor has an interesting coating of some type of congealed dreck. It appears that the toilet may have been white once. Ugh. A toilet paper dispenser hangs on one wall. Dispenser. Look at paper. Closer look makes you believe the paper should have a grit rating. Just take the paper. Okay. Alright. Wash hands. The faucets aren't operational. Valhall didn't seem big on personal hygiene. Ew. Right, actually, before we leave, after all that, let's see, what are we on? 15. 15's fine. Ah, run! I'm too young to become part of the floor decoration. See, now it's chasing us like it knows its positioning. But why I wanted to chase it? It didn't have its positioning. Alright, we're on 4. 4 is 4. Push 5. Yeah, I don't know why it flashes on the 5. Like, the original version doesn't do that. Keep saying original version as if that's a thing. But actually, I don't know if DOS is the original version. Here we go. Push button. Look in closet. Quite dark in here. There is a small wastebasket. On the floor next to it is a pair of crusty work overalls. I take garbage bin. Wastebasket, sorry. Aren't you amazed by how much stuff an adventure game hero can carry? You've just got to know how to pack. Take overalls. You pick up the overalls. They are very small and quite worn out, not to mention filthy, and have no use to you. You toss them back on the floor. As you set them down, something falls to the floor. You see some filthy overalls and a lighter. Take the lighter. Alright. Save. This quest 16. Is this? No. I can't need. There we go. Look in cage. You'd need to get closer. Okay. Youch! You feel alarmingly dense. Apparently, you are a prime focal point for some aggression channeling by one of the caged creatures. Your compressed composition indicates your attacker possesses considerable strength. A good guy to avoid in the future. Of course, you are damaged beyond repair, and the game must end. You made quite a bit of progress, though. Don't start screwing up now. This... this version's kind of fun. I mean, you see anything behind bars that has its hands up on it, you know it's close already. Uh-oh. Oh no! One of the cells is opening! Who knows what unspeakable horror awaits behind those steel bars? Well, let's find out. Ah! Oh, yuck! The dark and spiny beast with massive red lips grabs you and, after a longing glance, proceeds... Don't reach further if the phrase French kiss bothers you. To plant a very moist French kiss on you. You are left quite stunned. So this seems like nothing. And in fact, for the longest rest of this, it is nothing. Except in the last hallway of the game. There is a... timer is right, but it's also wrong. We are going to restore. Space Quest Historian does a great video about this. About, like, I think it's part of like a whole like secrets and features, like hidden explanations about the Space Quest series, or at least Space Quest 2. So yes, you are, as it goes, you are implanted with an alien baby. And it doesn't actually start the timer until the very last hallway of the game. There's weird things with how fast the game is set. And like if you go one direction versus another one, like the timer only activates in a very specific part of the hallway. It's very odd, because for the longest time, I thought if you just beat the game fast enough, you don't have to worry about that kiss. But as it turns out, you do have to worry about that. But you can get around it. It's very weird. Like, it's programming trickery, but it's also... because the game was made to be played in the multiple speeds. So it's like they didn't consider... So I think, if I'm not misremembering, basically the simplest way to explain it is like... I can't demonstrate in this version, but there are 4 speeds that the AGI games, this particular design and that, can operate at. You saw me playing with it near the end of Space Quest 1. There's normal, fast, fastest, and slow. If you put the game on slow, the timer lasts longer. Like it actually, like it's a multiplier. If you put it on the fastest, the timer's even shorter. Like, and it's not even like the factor of like how fast the game is running. It's a different factor entirely, like a different multiplier. It's odd, like how they programmed it, but it's also kind of neat. Again, the little trickeries, because I guess they didn't expect anybody to use the slowest speed, so you had the longest amount of time. Because it is act. And go back just to demonstrate. We're on the 8 gigahertz. Remember, this could go on 1 gigahertz. Imagine playing it this slow for the final stretch of the game. That is agonizingly slow. Let's see. Which button? I'm wondering why I'm coming back here. Well, we're a janitor, right? We gotta do something. Well, you know the old phrase, light a match, so use the lighter. Well, Roger, I guess you'll be paying methane a little more respect in the future. If Mr. Science were here, he would have explained that open flame and high concentrations of methane gas don't mix. Since you're dead, you'd best get to restoring. Like a boom screen. I had to show the kaboom screen. You specifically have to go back that way. Oh, well, I mean, unless you, excuse me, start at the bottom and work your way back up. Oh, I thought I was far enough away. Thanks, guy. Yeah, if you started at the bottom, obviously you would have found the lighter sooner. For some reason I keep thinking they're matches. I was gonna say I'll showcase something else, but you know what? Screw it. Screw it. We ain't doing it. We're just gonna take the shortest path here now. I was gonna say, once the alien has been released on that screen, she will begin to chase you. And across different floors. So even if you avoid her the first time, then she starts chasing you. So you'd have another thing hunting you down the hallway. And I believe she will grab you out of the elevator lift. You're not safe going up into this until you actually go to another floor. All right, I believe we are ready, so let's go back to floor 1. Why flashes? Oh, because it used to screen shake. I wonder if the Apple II couldn't do a screen shake. So it does a flash instead. Sure, don't fall off here. That'll explain some of the other flashes too, because the screen would just shake. So yeah, if you did not notice that this was actually a staircase downwards, that would be your hint. That you couldn't get to level 2, so how do you get there? Like, oh, this platform actually goes out and down. All right. The door behind you closes solidly. Oh, that's all right. A barrier springs up before you. Well, I'm sure we have nothing to worry about there. Another barrier stands in your way. You feel the floor shift below you. It's moving to the left. Ah, crap. Well, this is a shitty situation, ain't it? Floor. The floor is moving. Beneath it is what you get. Okay, there. I was like, why is there a comma there? Okay. Beneath it is what you guess to be a pool of highly lethal liquid. Are you sure? I mean, it's just green. I don't see any churning and bubbling in it, right? Yeah, it's just lime jello, right? Oh, there's the bubbling. No, it was just pure. We were the impurities. Imagine, if you will, taking a bath in sulfuric acid and using pumice for a washcloth. After that bit of displeasure passes, it gets much worse as the acid slowly eats its way to the last critical organs. Finally, mercifully, death takes you. That is why we can't come here first. We have to be prepared for the situation. Solidly behind us. Barrier springs up. We'll make it actually spring up. Now the barrier stands in the way. It's moving to the left. That wall. The walls are covered with panels protecting sensitive technical environmental control components. They're nothing to be messed with. Look at barrier. The barriers look very sturdy. They bear a smooth finish. It says the bear a smooth finish. I don't think that's right. I think it's supposed to be they bear a smooth finish. Oh, I mean, you know, the bear a smooth finish. Yeah, I gotta put that aside. The bear a smooth finish. If I do a raid message, that might be what I have to use. Well, it's sturdy and it's smooth, huh? I mean, what do we got here? I mean, glass cutter, not any glass. Cage, no. I mean, you all see it. There's only one thing. Hope this is the right word. Using formerly uncharacteristic creativity, you apply the suction cup-like plunger to the smooth metal finish and hang on for dear life. Once a janitor, always a janitor. Hope I wasn't too soon on that. Oh, this one actually retracts pretty quickly. Yeah, because in the PC version, this would have already... Yeah. You have already let go. Roger? Okay. Wow, is it really that nice? Release your grip and drop back down. Huh. That is very kind. Because, yeah, in the PC version, you have to time it right. Because it'll stay open for a while. And if you stick it to the wall too soon, you'll lose your grip and just fall in anyway. This one, wow, that was really generous. Interesting. It's interesting to see when they kind of retool it a bit. That's why for those who are like, oh, why don't you just do the alien kiss thing anyway? I wasn't sure if they fixed it in this version or not. Because I'd hate to be like, oh, I'll be fine. I know how to get past it because I get through it all the time without needing, without getting the kiss and getting out without it triggering. But I don't know if it's finished in this. I would hate to go through all of this again without being able to speed up the game. Yeah, that would have taken a lot of time. I don't think it would have been worth it. Oh, no. No, I'm not going to do it. I was like, I wonder if they put any new sound effects in for it. Shit. But it's literally like the last screens of the game, and I don't want to do that tonight. There may be a thing where I end up doing a bonus of some sort, other showcases, but uh-oh. The huge metal menace is specifically designed to secure a given area. When not busy, is plugged into the wall, recharging. Imagine what NICADs would cost for that puppy. Oh, nickel cadmium batteries, NICADs. It don't look friendly. Run. Let's go the other way. Oh god, it does follow you. Okay, maybe we judged too harshly. Let's go give this one a hug. You have made the mistake of getting within what looks like to be a cattle prod's length of the metal menace. An electrical contact connected to an extension arm reaches from its body and makes contact with you. That's when you begin feeling the intense burst of electrical current pulsing through your body. You quickly black out. As you can see, you amount to little more than a hill of laser-fried beans. You've come a long way only to be torched. Keep up the fine work. Alright, let's see. So, look at ceiling. The ceiling looks ordinary, except for some fixtures that look like sprinklers. They're electrical. They have power. How do we trigger the sprinklers? Well, you may think, put down waste basket. Oh, put paper in waste basket. Okay. Put down waste basket. Light paper. Ah, shower. Well, we couldn't wash our hands, so I guess this is as close as we get. While receiving a nice hosing yourself, the basket fire is extinguished. Seconds later, a series of pops is followed by the smell of fried electronics. The sprinkler senses accomplishment and cease operation. Wow, I watched that easy. Just sense your accomplishment, then you're okay. Your fire and subsequent shower seems to have shorted out the burnished bullies. Yeah, because it does take some time before it actually shorts out, that you do have easier timing is to try to do it on that one screen. Otherwise, I think it's tight timing you can do it, but yeah, it's smarter just to do it when you're not being chased. You have just entered Vohal's secret chamber. The evil one himself is seated before a large console high on a platform in the center of the room. Standing obliviously ready are many of the dreaded salesman clones. So, Roger, we meet again. I must say I'm quite impressed with your resourcefulness and tenacity. I'd love to chat, but I'm busy preparing the last of my salesman clones for their trip to Xenon. Feel free to stick around and observe the downfall of your civilization. Yeah. These guys are your worst nightmare come true. Imagine hundreds of John Davidsons in magically hazardous polyester suits, the color alone capable of rendering helpless the infirm. Topped with permabond hair, the face splashed with that "let me win you over" smile. He's a master guildsmith programmed with one intent: sell, sell, sell. Each are encased in a pre-programmed impervious transport capsules. Let's see, where is Space Quest? No, not that one. Well, we'll just go up there and stop them. We're not tangled up with the monkeys this time. Going somewhere? As soon as you step on the platform, you are struck by a beam of light emitted from a unit in the ceiling. In a matter of seconds, you are broken down into microparticles and extracted from the air. Again, the beam strikes, this time blasting into a glass jar on the console. It is there that you are molecularly reconstructed in a miniaturized form. Well, I'll be darned. My miniaturization beam does work. Val's voice booms. In the old days, I'd test these things on myself. But as you may have noticed by my appearance, being my own guinea pig has had its disadvantages. I guess this will keep you out of my way once and for all. You'll make a nice conversation piece. With that, Valhall turns away to put finishing touches on Xenon's fate. Good thing we got a glass cutter. The newly cut pane of glass falls to the counter. Apparently, Valhall doesn't notice. And if you didn't have that, well, did you see air holes on that? No? That's because there aren't. That big meanie will show him. I mean, I guess he is kind of on the bigger side now. And we get over this and then... Darn, Roger. I guess his lardness got a little fed up with your meddling. You've been redesigned once again, revealing a permanent overhead view. You resemble one of those wonderfully colorful mosaics commonly found on windshields. Yeah, he took matters into his own hands. Yeah, it's doing the color instead of the screen shake. Because it's definitely going to splat shake. There's something funny about the villain. It's just like, okay, I'm tired. Blop. I was expecting a sound effect, though. You know? Like a or something. Alright, let's see. Look at vent. As you turn your attention to the vent, you notice it to be quite dark. You hear a rhythmic hum of some mechanical device, and something that sounds like industrial strength breathing. It might be coming from the vent. I'm in vent. It's not a space quest unless you can climb an vent, right? You wiggle your slim carcass through the vent. is typical of most buttons except very large. I think this actually changed the timing on that, so it's easier to see that button. I could be wrong. Push the button. Wow, the heartbeat's gone. Way to go, Roger! You've just disconnected Vohal's life support system. He's a goner without it. You can see Vohal struggling to take his last few breaths. Not you again. You think you have won, he wheezes, but all you have done is seal your own fate. He reaches up and flips a switch on the far end of the console before dropping to the floor, dead. Roger Wilco killed a man. How do you feel about that, Roger? Wall switch. Reduce or enlarge. Reduce or enlarge. Well, we're already small. Sequence as begun. Sequence as begun. You are once again reconstituted. This time to the correct size. You notice that the clones are gone. Oh, we got a flashing screen here too. Look at screen. We got a timer. General status, orbits decaying, prognosis terminal, internal environments okay, external temperature critical, auxiliary operations, clone launch go. We need a code. We need a code. Look at Vohal. Vohal's dead, hulking slab of flesh is loosely arranged at the base of his chair. Search Vohal. Get closer. Get around the other side. An examination of his repulsively turgid fabric-encased mass reveals nothing other than the tubes which supplied him with blood and oxygen. You do notice the letters SHSR written in pen on the back of his left hand. That's a code. SHSR. Clone launch aborted. Yay! We did it! We stopped the launch. Oh, now we're just gonna get the hell out of here. Didn't I hit that? No, careful, Roger. Okay, let me find something else here. Um, no, let's do that one. Now, I wonder if this will be easier or not with the mouse. Because as you might have noticed, this is kind of a diagonal. Ooh. I'll tiptoe there on the edge a little bit. Okay. Look at box. The box is actually an oxygen mask receptacle. It is currently closed. Open the box. You open the box and noticing an oxygen mask, remove it and close the box. Air mask. It did say the outside temperatures were critical, so maybe something's happening out here. That planet. Looks darn cold and lonely out there. You can only wonder how far you are from home, or if you'll ever see it again. 40 minutes until meltdown. A synthesized voice cheerfully announces. Oh, cheerfully. 40 minutes until meltdown. Let's see if we can... Come on. Okay, come on. There we go. A section of the glass tubing has fractured from combined stress. The pressurized atmosphere rushes for the relative vacuum of space. Fortunately, wearing the mask protects you from suffocation. No longer needing the mask, you remove it and stow it for later. This is where the timer would start for the alien baby. Going all this far from doing all the rest of that. As you can see, it's quite a bit of a distance, especially with this speed that the game goes at. Like, oof, yeah, that's a little bit of a drag. So they expect you to go right. Because that's, for some reason, the default standard. But going left shortens the time that you take. Which is why I thought that alien baby thing was just a global timer. If you just beat the game fast enough, you don't have to worry about it. But if you go the other direction, instead of going right... This is where I have to... Then you actually shorten the time to get there, so you actually get in there before the timer begins. Unless they were able to pop out some higher quality samples on this version. Yeah, they really stepped up the game on it. And this is where it becomes a real pain in the ass. Because you have to get into one of those escape pods before that robot kills you. Now, what's supposed to happen? You go around to the right, the robot is actually further away. But I mean, you're not supposed, you usually don't have enough time to react here. But you slow the game down, you get time to type. In what should otherwise be a unwinnable situation. Cool. Button. Oh no, did they fix it? Oh no, they might have fixed it. They fixed it. Oh my goodness. Any curiosity you might have harbored regarding the menacing metallic pest will now be satisfied as you have drawn too close. Your attention is attracted to a decal on the front of the machine. It says the Vilhall Marrow-Matic. This rouses your curiosity. Alright, let's put it back up to speed. So they fixed it in this version. You do not have time, even if you slow it down. Because it used to be you could just get in. Like, even if it wasn't all the way. Wow, they fixed that. Suddenly you note that each and every bone in your body feels as though it has been transformed into molten matter. Never slow to catch on, you notice that you are cooking from the inside out. Now this is a pain that lingers. Every drop of moisture is purged from your system by the intense heat of the internal barbecue. Your dehydrated composition makes it impossible to continue. Better luck next time, Roger. Yeah, now the lights are flashing. It's all the way open. Oh, I can't believe they fixed it in this one. I mean, I can. I mean, if you're going to take the time to redo a port. Which means you can't avoid the timer for the alien baby. I'm glad I didn't try to find out. Because if I had to do that all over again... Oh... I wonder if the timers applied the same then. I'm going to have to go back to that Space Quest video from the historian. So I don't think we can get to... Hang on, Roger. I don't think we can get to chase us. Or was that the... Because I am so used to doing it this way, where you just slow down the game and type it in real fast. But I guess, like, because of the way this is, because it's not actually changing the game speed, it's changing the machine speed. Okay, it is chasing us now. I mean, if it's going to provide its own tune, might as well let it play. If I'll have enough time. I wonder if we still have to approach it from the other side. Again, this is all the reason why I wanted to choose this version for the playthrough on stream. I forgot about the upper platform. This is where you actually see it to go through it. That's right. "35 minutes until meltdown," a synthesized voice cheerfully announces. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Although you're supposed to do it the other way around. But yeah. Alright, we'll put the music back on. Go, Roger. Any other time in this game, he just kept on walking across screens. This one, he's like, no, I'm gonna stop at each screen. Why, buddy? Why? This is so weird. I'm definitely not used to doing it this way. Letting the robot chase you and then getting around it. Okay, I am gonna save because, oh, good golly, how long this is taking. I hate to be make some screw up on it. Oh man, 12, 22, all right, 23. Again, without being able to change the game speed. Oh, this is where I definitely put on fast normally. I mean, this is the quote-unquote normal speed, but yeah, this is a little bit of a slow trick. All right, actually... Oh, come on. Don't tell me I do have to have it chase me this direction. Why? Oh, game. Alright, hang on. Yeah, I gotta turn that down while they're repeating this again. You know how kooky this is? Screw it. Screw mood, we're going with feel. A real robot, you might say. Down, down, down. Alright. According to what I remember about the original programming, it's not supposed to be there now that's chased us this direction. Drink them if you got them. We're gonna be here a little bit. At the beginning, I was applauding that they fixed the engine timing and speed because I was like, oh, neat. They made sure it's working properly with the Apple II. I'm no longer applauding that. 30 minutes until a meltdown. Which means we've wasted 5 minutes going back and forth here. It's like, I know that's why they give you the time so you can try to figure this out. But oh my goodness, I have never had to get that close before. Oh man. Play the Apple II version, I said. No, I mean, to be fair, like, I'm kind of ribbing the game a little bit right now for this decision. For them fixing this. But at the same time, it's like, okay, this isn't that bad. Like, and... Well, this is the intended way, actually. And it's been interesting to see or hear the differences that they've done in the gameplay and the soundtrack and that. A couple extra musical cues that weren't in the original. I mean, that's neat. If anybody's wondering, yeah, that's the doorway to get back to where we were before. Oh, okay. Let's save again. Around 23 or 24? 24. Now if it's broken this direction, because you saw we didn't have enough time to approach any pods on the coming in from the left side. We only had enough time when it came in from the right side.
Here is your rehydration solution.
That gave me a little bit of a startle. Not too much, but I was just like, I was kind of focusing out. I was like, yeah, we're waiting. Like, use your rehydrate. Whoa. Okay, I'm awake again. Hey again, Phoenix. Thank you. Here's hoping the robot's not there. No! Push button. Why? Okay, we gotta figure this out. Because they've changed it. Yep, disk. Alright. You're supposed to chase and then he's not there and you have time to get the thing open. Alright, so we're gonna kind of go with the strategy. Push the button and then run. Then once we're out of this hallway, the robot will stop chasing us. And hopefully, the game remembers the logic that we opened up the escape pod. Alright, slow it down now. Let's speed that up. I don't like this. So she sends Roger stopping at the edge of every screen. No, don't. I think he's not going, and I think I have to hit it again, and he stops. Oh, this is gonna be close. I have to trust he's gonna walk when I hit it. So I think I'm dead if I stop again. I wonder if I could have gone in there. I don't know how long it takes for that dang door to open, though. There's no sprinklers here. So close. I'm really wondering what's the intended method then, because this cannot be the intended method. It's just taking them for walkies. It's okay. Alright, we're gonna save. Oh, this is so freaking stupid. So I know what else I should play in here. No. Where is it? All right. Why did I think Toy Factory was in the original pack? Alright, Space Quest 25. Got more save slots than there are actual games. Alright. Let's hope this works. Because if it doesn't, I'm actually going to be a little flabbergasted as what I should do. I mean, Space Quest 3, we're going back to the original DOS, so we don't have to worry about that. Because I'm just rethinking in my head, unless I'm misthinking this, like, I'm pretty sure, like, coming in from the left side, going to the right, there wasn't enough room, enough time to get to push to one of the buttons. I only had enough time coming in from this direction I'm going right now. I could be wrong, but that's what it just kind of seemed to me as I was approaching it. Alright, no nuts. Save same slot, because, again, save some time. I mean, if it's open the way that I'm expecting it to, then I shouldn't need this save at all, but... Get in pod. Yay. The robot has apparently decided that it is permissible for you to be here since you're in the pod already. Okay. Alright. We're okay now. On entering the escape pod, you quickly take your seat. Controls. The only outstanding feature on the panel is the clearly marked launch button. Launch! Warning, emergency escape vehicle launch sequence has begun. Phew, you're going to have to stop cutting these escapes so close, Roger. Well, you must feel pretty good right now. You stopped Vohal from carrying out his threat of the salesman infestation, ultimately destroying the Twisted Scientist himself. You also managed to save your own skin, and just look at that score. Pretty darned impressive. Suddenly, a warning signal draws your attention to the oxygen meter on the front panel. It reads low and dropping fast. This is just great. You knew it was all too good to be true. You have maybe 5 minutes of air left. Well, Roger, it was nice knowing you. Now that you take the time to view the interior of the pod in more detail, you see a sleep chamber against one wall. Oh god, why the constant beeping? You can turn back the plexiglass cover. Chamber. You make the split-second decision to enter the sleep chamber. It seals automatically. Soon you're overcome by a pleasant drowsiness. This is certainly better than suffocating. You begin to drift away in a deep sleep with the satisfaction of having accomplished your task. You've come through in the clutch, and you deserve a nice long rest. Now, if someone would just pick you up somewhere along the way. So long, Roger, and thanks again for saving your people. The end. For now. Final word on the Apple IIgs. I think Space Quest 2 is the far superior conversion over the original. I mean, the original had some neat little extras, but like this one had extra music cues in that I don't believe were in other versions. I could be wrong, but at least just from my experience with the DOS and what I see for the files that I have for Space Quest 2, has extra just pieces in it. The samples that they use for voices and such are higher quality in this one as well. That's making me curious, like, which of these ports all came first? Like, Space Quest 1, very much seems like... Hang on, let's get some music going. Yeah, Kilo Blaster, why not? There we go. So yeah, like it really speaks like the first one almost feels like I wonder who did it, if it was the same person or not. I think it was no, hang on. I'm attributing the wrong things here. But yeah, like it almost feels like the first one was like a test run, and then the second one was like, okay, the Apple IIgs one did well. Let's get another one contracted out, and they're like, okay, do it better, do it bigger, you know. Like they let him cut loose a little bit and just add some extras to it. Because, yeah, compared to PC speaker and that, like, there's a lot more in this version. The only downside, and this actually kind of contributes to the same thing, I was like, say, how the ending sequence there changed, because that took a lot longer than it should be. And I'd have to go back and see how it was supposed to work, but I'm pretty sure if you come in from the right, that the robot's not supposed to be there, because he was too busy chasing you around the other way or something. The fact that I had to, like, open the button, leave, then come back and get in the pod, that felt like the wrong solution. And I couldn't change the game speed to do it the way I normally do it, which is not the correct way, but it still works. I don't know. But again, that's all comes down to not being able to properly change the game speed, because changing the, emulator speed of, like, the machine itself, that's not the same as changing the game's own internal speed. So yeah, but otherwise, I really like the changes they added to this. This does feel almost more like a definitive version. Considering, like, this is the close that Space Quest 2 got any official expanded love. That's saying something.